Bud as this complementary piece. Like, let's just say hypothetically, you manage to convince.
All right, you saw it. The Dallas Wings just hit the jackpot. They won the draft lottery for the 2026 WNBA draft, and they now have the #1 pick. But here's why this is such a massive deal. They aren't just getting a good player. They're getting the chance to draft the last truly elite, modern-style big in women's basketball for the next 3 years. Seriously, the choice they make here is going to decide everything. It's the difference between this team actually competing for championships or completely blowing another huge generational opportunity. Because there are really only 2 ways they can go with this. And one of them makes a whole lot more sense than the other. So let's really break down what they can do here. The Wings have 2 clear options with this pick, and that's it. Option 1 is they go all in on free agency. They try to convince a bunch of all-stars to come play in Dallas, and then they draft Azzi Fudd. She becomes the perfect complementary piece to help them win a title right away. Then there's option 2. They have to accept that maybe free agency doesn't pan out. In that case, you draft Olivia Miles, and you commit to building a long-term championship core with her and Paige Bueckers. Those are the only 2 real paths forward, and which one they choose is going to depend completely on what happens between right now and draft night next April. And this is why it matters so much. When you think about Olivia Miles and Paige Bueckers, you're looking at the only guard in big combination in college basketball right now that could one day actually compete with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. I'm not talking about right away, not in their first year, but think about 3 or 4 years from now, when both of them are coming off their rookie deals. That duo, at that point, could be a legitimate force contending for titles. Paige still has some developing to do to get to the level of rookie Caitlin Clark, and Olivia had a lot of work to do before she's on Aaliyah Boston's level. But you can see the potential. The trajectory is right there. The foundation for something special really exists. Now, we have to talk about the elephant in the room, and that's Dominique Malanga. There's this group of people out there who seriously think the Wings should take her with the #1 pick. Let me just be completely straight about this. The game has moved on from players like Malanga. She's 6 feet 7 inches, but she can't move her feet laterally at an elite level, and honestly, she's been pretty average as a senior. You have to ask yourself, when was the last time a WNBA championship team won with a traditional, slow-footed 7-footer as their starting center? The 2021 Chicago Skies started Candace Parker at center, and she's a mobile, versatile player who can stretch the floor. The 2020 Seattle Storm, for sure, didn't win with a player like that. It just doesn't work anymore. The whole problem with Malanga isn't that she's a bad player. She's not. It's that the WNBA game has completely evolved past her specific style of play. To win a championship now, you need bigs who can switch out on guards defensively. You need them to be able to step out to the perimeter and create space for everyone else on offense. So when people bring up her recent 5-4-5 shooting performance against Southern University as some kind of proof of her dominance, they're just missing all the context. Southern isn't even a specific Southern. They're just Southern University. They're located in Baton Rouge, and they play in the Southwestern Athletic Conference.